up, guys? Welcome to the video. Before we dive into today's vlog, I want to highlight something that someone commented on one of my last videos about my business. Like, this was no business talk in here. And I realized that I messed up. So this is me admitting I messed up. There was a clip that I recorded, but for some reason, I don't know if the file was corrupted or I overlooked it in the clip. I thought it was there. It didn't transfer over. I put up this whole clip before we went looking for the new UPS store, getting the business LLC set up and the PO box and all that shit. It went missing. So here's what I'll tell you. My business last year, Everforward Coach, my first year of running an online coaching business myself, EF Coach alone brought in about 50K. So I'll put a clip up here, a little like a icon to show you like what's a screenshot from my PayPal account that is just used to funnel all of the coaching business. So everything that I made in terms of one-on-one clients, everything I made in terms of our mentorship, coach to coach level 1 and level 2 programs, and then everything that my coaches brought in, all the commissions and stuff that they brought in from their own clientele. So Everforward Coach as a whole, right around 50K, which I'm very happy with. Now, that is not at all of my income. I do receive sponsorships from Bear Performance Nutrition, for Sigmatic. So BPN is just a flat rate. They pay me a monthly sponsorship rate, and then Four Sigmatic is a flat rate per episode, and I make a 15% commission off of them. And then also not included in that 50K is every other, like if I do a sponsored YouTube video or a Instagram shout out or a story or a feature on the feed, like I don't count all of that, but just unique to Everforward Coach and what I do majority of my full-time job brought in around 50K. And total disclosure, that's pretty close to what I was making before. My job, I was definitely underpaid. I know it. They know it. I was underpaid. I was making a 70K salary. So pretty close to matching my salary. Definitely I matched my salary with everything else I said, like my sponsorships, promo videos, yada, yada, yada. And I also do get a monthly stipend from military, from the government, from my time in the military. I was medically discharged. I have a certain percentage rating, and then I get that every month as well. So all in all, my first year as an entrepreneur, a podcaster, running my online coaching business, not only did I match my salary, but we surpassed it. All in all, first year, over 6 figures. So there it is. There's the breakdown. Anybody else have any questions about revenue sources, the business, the podcast, how to monetize it, how to start your coaching business? Leave a comment down below, message me. This is what I do now. So very happy to connect with you and make what you want to do possible. It's what we do at Everforward Coach, especially in like our coach to coach, level 1, level 2, and mentorship. So sorry about before. There's my business.
Like, man, what a strange experience. Oh, there goes the Red Ranger.
Man down.
Good. Thank God.
Good.
Not that Red Ranger. He went to Japan and was all over the world and trying to figure out how to start this new federation that they were going to start of MMA. And
Yeah, I got it. I've been growing my hair out and I can't decide if I want to keep it or not, so I've just been doing the headband
You're
thing.
not really sure?
Not really sure, but just wrapped up an amazing podcast here on
What's
Better,
up,
Stronger,
guys?
Faster. Chris Bell and William. You guys know him. He's been on the show before. Great show, guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
That was awesome, man.
It's been, I always enjoy doing what I do. I like to call it getting on the other side of the microphone and being the guest. It's so cool you guys killed the interview.
We got to travel down some fun paths. So some of it was dark, some of it was a little crazy, but I think that it helps a lot of people because we talked about a lot of things people don't want to talk about.
I agree. Yeah, and anyone who has heard me on other shows, particularly the Mind Pump episode, Adam and I kind of connected about prescription narcotic medication and getting addicted, and Chris and I kind of touched on the same base. And then everything William's doing with his, we're out of focus here, but Anyways, I'm not a YouTube celebrity, so it doesn't matter, but just great episode. I'll make sure to link their show down below. I don't know when this is going to go live, but I will share it out.
Pretty soon.
Okay.
Sooner or later.
All right, thank you guys.
I got this. Lovely day in the neighborhood. LA weather this week has been shit. It's cold. It's rainy. It's wet. I'm miserable, and our hats are falling off.
Watch out.
Hey, I'm walking here.
All right, back home. Interview went really, really well. Shout out again to Chris Bell and William Schufelt from the hosts, the starters, owners, operators, whatever, of Better, Stronger, Faster, the podcast. You all might know Chris Bell from his work as a documentary filmmaker. I knew him from Bigger, Stronger, Faster, the amazing Insight Netflix documentary all about steroids, bodybuilding, the fitness industry. He's done some amazing work since. So back home, like I said, diving into some lunch. May and I just hit up the hot bar at Whole Foods, got some turkey breasts, macaroni and cheese, Brussels sprouts, and in here is a little bit of nostalgia and a little bit of Hulk slime. This is split pea soup, my all-time favorite soup. Really takes me back, reminds me of my grandmother. She used to always make this for us when it was cold, when we were sick. Split pea, R.I.P. Grandma. Hold that thought. I had to pause to take a phone call, and May did a wardrobe change. I was going to ask you, could you give some insight into nurse practitioner life? What has it been like since we've been back in LA? For those of you who don't know, hold on. One of the biggest reasons we moved to California was for May. She got accepted into the USC nurse practitioner program, and she was doing like this bridge course, little baby semester thing, but now she's full-fledged in the full semester. So let's get some nurse practitioner updates. I'm getting a lot of new nurses and medical field people in my audience, so let's see what she's got to say.
What do you want me to talk about?
Well, what's the program? Why did you pick, first of all, why did you pick the NP program at USC?
Well, USC reached out to me because they're a newer program. I think they've only been, well, obviously USC has been around forever, but the nurse practitioner program, I'm not sure how long, but I want to say 5 years tops. So they reached out to me because I was applying to a bunch of other schools, and when you're like, you just like upload your resume and application and things, and then other schools find you through that. So they reached out to me, and I was like, oh, I didn't know USC had a program, but I know that the USC Medical School is really well known. It's a really good school. So, if they hold their medical school to that caliber, I'm sure they're going to hold their nurse practitioner school to that caliber as well. So I went ahead and applied, and it was the first school I applied to. It was the first school I heard back from that I had gotten accepted, and they offered me like a small scholarship. And so I said yes. I applied to a couple other schools, but we wanted to move to California, and USC is a good school, so I was like, that's obviously a no-brainer. The nurse practitioner program, they only offer the family nurse practitioner program, so if you want to do like psych or geriatrics or midwifery, they don't have that at USC. So it's just for family. And it's within the School of Social Work. So that's what's a little bit different or tricky if you're looking for it. It's not its own school of nursing, and it's not with the Keck Medical School either. It's the Susan Dorak Peck. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Bless you.
Yeah, but it's basically the USC School of Social Work. So it's integrated, which I really like. So it's a lot of nursing elements mixed with medical, mixed with social work, which I really, really like because I like the social advocacy aspect of it. So they kind of tie that in to all of the classes and stuff. So technically it's a 2-year program, but what's happening?
Getting a different sick angle.
Oh, okay.
Actually, my shoulder is just getting tired.
It's technically a 2-year program, but it's 5 semesters, and it's just back to back to back. I think you get 1 week off in the winter and 1 week off for spring break, and that's pretty much it. So like just started January 2019 and I graduate August of 2020. So calendar year, it's like 1.5 years, but because of the way the semesters are, it's 2 years. And then some students have to do the bridge program, and I think they just, probably based off your GPA, because mine was not that great, some students are required to do it, and then if you're not required, you have the option, if you want to, you could take the bridge course. And at the time, I was really upset that they made me take it, because the bridge course is not covered by financial aid, so you have to pay for that out of pocket. But now that I've started the program and I'm in pathophysiology, I am so happy I took that course, because it basically covers chem, bio, genetics, microbiome, everything you did as a nurse 10 years ago that you don't remember, they cover in the bridge course. So then when you start the program, like there's a lot of people in my class right now that I'm actually emailing this girl right now and walking her through, you guys don't care about any of this, but walking her through certain
some of them do.
Processes.
Some of them do.
I was gonna like talk about transcription and translation, but no. Kind of walking her through it, because she didn't have to take the bridge program. So for her, she's like, I haven't seen this stuff in 10 years, but I just did it a couple months ago. So I was like, if you are interested in USC, if you like social advocacy and representing underrepresented and underprivileged groups, then USC would be a great option for you. And if you have the option of doing the bridge program and you can scrounge up, I think it was like a little less than $4,000 for the bridge program, I would highly recommend it, because it was super helpful. But yeah. Any other questions for the panel?
I don't think so.
Should I be a student advocate?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you know how they have a student representative?
Yeah.
Maybe I should do that.
I'll say this, why don't, if you are interested in more of the behind the scenes nurse practitioner life, like I said, I've been getting a lot more nurses, RNs, BSNs, medical assistants, just in the medical field. It's kind of my background, working in a doctor's office for years. It's May's expertise. If you want more, let me know. Comment down below. I'll make sure to include some updates along the way with May's schoolwork, and yeah, we'll go from there. What do they say? Fight on.
Yeah,
Trojans.
fight on.
Lame.
I was gonna say go Rams go.
Go Rams go. Yeah, that's the scene. Welcome to the next day, the next evening. Now it is Thursday evening, and me, May, Zach, and his girlfriend, Wix. Anyways, so Zach moved to LA sooner than we did, not like a month or so. And him and I just both been running around the world, busy, insert every excuse here not to hang out with your friends, but we're fixing that tonight. So stay tuned, have some friends over, going out to dinner. It's, what's it, LA Restaurant Week? Dine LA. Gonna get some dope 3-course meals for like $39 hairs, because economic gains. May can't wait for dinner. Ma'am, you're missing something. Ma'am. Oh, sick, a mustard sandwich. Hell yeah. You let my dog escape! What? You let my dog escape? What's wrong with you?
Okay, Bella. Hi, I'm May.